Hi, I'm Elvis Williams, a grad student here at BU. Last month, I, along with 8 of my fellow MSIT students, had the wonderful opportunity of flying out to Las Vegas for DevLearn, an amazing conference all about e-learning. While there, we saw several keynote speakers, had lunch with industry professionals, and actively participated in Dr. Kapp's presentation. The best part is that we got to show our own work at DemoFest, where one of our own students won Best Student Solution. I thought it was an amazing experience, and I want to go find out what my fellow MSIT students thought. So I'm going to go talk to them right now.
So at Dr. Kapp's Designing Effective Learning Games seminar, we got to work as kind of game masters.
And Dr. Kapp had us review 2 games. They were card type games before we even went to the workshop.
Each of the students got to sit at a table with a bunch of e-learning professionals, and I got to sit with some professionals from Verizon.
We learned how to basically formulate a game, look at different ways of prototyping games, what different elements to bring into e-learning. It was a lot of fun to help with.
I really like David Pogue. He is a writer for Yahoo now. He has a show at PBS. He's done all sorts of stuff, and he had a very good presentation on just technology in general and all the exciting things going on in the world of technology and how we can really apply that to e-learning.
During his speech, he spoke about wearables and the impact that it's having on our society right now, and also the benefits that it's having on people's health.
My favorite keynote speaker was Adam Savage, and I'm pretty sure that he was a lot of people's favorite keynote speaker. He was just so charismatic.
He sort of self-proclaimed that he wasn't an expert at anything except for maybe storytelling, and but he just has this sort of innate curiosity that leads him in these amazing directions. And I think one thing that would really benefit me in this field is just to keep that sort of curiosity going. I really appreciated that sentiment.
People that were accidental instructional designers were there that are leaders in the field today, talked about where they got started, and some of it was from, being having their MBA to a field that was completely different.
Some of the ways that you keep up with the industry, I learned, is interacting with professionals on social media, getting clubs together, things like that. Completing free development challenges like the ones on eLearning Heroes, and attend conferences. It's really important because you're networking, meeting with people, and seeing the latest and greatest that comes out in the industry.
One interesting point that they brought up about the whole separation between developers and instructional designers, and how it's kind of good to have the skill set in both, because no matter what, if you're a developer or you're an ID, the skills from one or the other is going to spill over, and it's going to benefit you to know both of them.
At one point, somebody told me that because I was just a student and I didn't actually have any buying power, the people at the expo hall wouldn't really want to talk to me. But I found it to be exactly the opposite.
Well, I got to meet a lot of different people. I talked to a bunch of different representatives from a bunch of different software companies for development tools that I've been using. I talked to representatives from Adobe, eLearning Brothers, iSpring, all sorts of different, too many that I can think of right now.
We also got to meet people from Adobe. That was probably the most interesting time for me in the expo hall, was getting to learn about Adobe Captivate Live, their LMS system.
It was really a nice opportunity to kind of show off my work, since for a lot of DevLearn we were kind of walking around and seeing other people's work. So it was a good experience for me as a student to kind of show off what I can do and get suggestions and tips from experts in the field.
The biggest thing that I was showing at DemoFest was the aesthetics of what I created, and the feedback that I received from DemoFest, I felt improved my design skills, and was definitely just invaluable advice.
I got to meet Tom Coleman, I think the CEO of Articulate, and to have him just stand there and just even give you like a feedback, anything about your work, was just really amazing.
What was nice was actually being forced to kind of articulate what was going on in my project, because afterwards I got a better sense of what other people are looking for and which components of what I was building people actually out in the industry were most concerned with.
One of my favorite things was to have people sit down and actually, what I said was drive themselves, because then I could see how they navigated through it and where they had sticking points, and they really enjoyed it more when they were interacting with it, as is, very common in our industry. So DemoFest was really a great experience for me, and I learned a lot for my particular module.
My project was it was originally created for my advanced offering class for a local brewing company. It's training for their staff. I was definitely surprised to win, especially with all the talented students that went with me on this trip. They're definitely, top in the class, and they're also creative. So I was very shocked to win. That was pretty cool because it just started off as a course requirement.
It looks like everyone had just as great a time at DevLearn as I did. We all benefited from this experience. It was a great chance to learn more about the field, and we hope future MSIT students get the same opportunity we did.